On this episode of Pimp My Setup, we're giving away another ultra-wide display. So if you want a chance to win, you better stay tuned because the show starts.
No!
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Pimp My Setup LG Special number 2. My name's Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly.
And my name is Quinn Nelson. You can find me on Twitter at SnazzyQ.
Ooh, yeah. So, fun fact. Did you know that you're one of the fan favorites?
Am I?
You really are. No joke.
Huh,
like, people really,
good.
really like you. So,
you must have had some bad hosts. Just kidding.
But
Just kidding.
Yeah, I think it's the mustache. Let's go there. Yeah,
Maybe.
it's the mustache. So if you guys are not familiar with the LG UltraWide Festival, go check it out, ultrawidefestival.com. They're giving away 30 displays. And if you're watching this now, you have one more day to enter to win one of the 30 displays. And 3 of those 30 people will win $10,000 towards their dream setup. And they get to be with Linus or Jehovah's Witness or Unbox Therapy to actually do their dream setup. So it's a pretty cool thing going on. Go check it out. Make sure you get your entry in soon, because if you don't, you're screwed. And then if you didn't know, I'm also giving away an extra display to someone that doesn't make it on the show. So if you don't get your setup on the show, it's fine, because you still have a chance to win one of those displays. So that link is going to be down below. All you have to do is basically subscribe to me on YouTube. Yep, right down below. And that's going to get you one entry. Then you could go subscribe to my second channel, follow me on Twitter, tweet something out, all that. That's extra entries to win. There's over 18,000 entries, so make sure you do that. That ends at the last episode of this 4-week series. Okay, that was a lot of information, right?
It was, yeah.
Whew. Man, I'm going to take a quick sip of this, just kind of chill real quick. All right, yeah. That was fun. Fun little break. Anyways, as you can see on the right side, we have the first of, I think, 15 setups for this episode. So
there's a lot.
Yeah, there are a lot. And I think, I don't know if you agree with me, but did you scroll through the setups at all?
I did.
So do you think there's a recurring theme of maybe they're not the best ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
there's one or two that are pretty cool, and then the rest are, yeah.
Yeah, the meh. That's the proper word.
There are computers on a desk, that's for sure.
Yeah. But another theme that we see in all of them is that they really need a monitor. That I think you could agree with.
And most of them need a Signum too.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. So,
but a monitor, yes.
Last
like
episode,
the glorious 34-inch ultrawide I have in front of me.
Oh, speaking of, that's kind of similar to the one we're giving away. It's kind of
weird. Oh, is it?
Works.
Wow,
yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's weird how you just kind of cross-promoted there. But fun fact, last episode I got a lot of hate, because a few of the setups were like decent and people wanted to like kill me for that. So I can definitely confirm to you that all these setups are not amazing. So hopefully, I mean, if you're not on the show, you can't hate me for that. There are thousands of submissions. So
we still love you.
Yeah, we do. Big heart right to your face. But I just want you to know that there's a lot of submissions and I want this to go to someone that really needs it. So without further ado, let's start off. This first setup is submitted by Samuel, however you want to say it. I have to be careful with every word name now because people pronounce it very odd. So it says Samuel, but I'm going to say Samuel and all those different variations, just in case. All right, so here we go. He said, I would like to win as I'm into racing games and also flight simulators. And I've heard that ultra-wide monitors are especially good for that. I also do quite a bit of video editing in general FPS, and large ultra-wide monitors would increase productivity, blah, 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 blah. Basically, he says that his monitor sucks and he wants a new one, but they're too expensive. So to win one from my show would be amazing. So Quinn, what do you have to say about that and as a setup as a whole?
He needs a monitor. Those ultra-wides are sweet for everything that he's mentioned. Flight sims, awesome. Racing sims, awesome. Video editing, whew, it's a dream.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and that would help his setup a lot because the rest of it looks, pretty decent. It's just the monitors look not, and the cables are hanging down. And yeah, that's it needs an ultra-wide. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing. He does have some good accessories, but at the expense of not having decent monitors. I mean, I don't even know what you would consider those, because he has like a little table on his desk just for the other monitor to kind of like fit in. So
Yeah.
it's sad, but he did make use of it, but he needs some, like, I don't know, tech flex, right? Am I right?
Wrap those cables up, make them look like a big old black snake. How about that for promotion?
That was great.
Yeah,
I can't wait until TechFlex comes out with their first ever like billboard and it's like, wrap that up into a big black snake. It's gonna be a great one. Seriously though, those cables are easy to fix, and his second photo is kind of like a night shot, and that's not bad though. I like it. I think how amazing would an ultrawide look in replacement of those two displays?
It would look good. I like those white LEDs. White LEDs are very underrated.
Oh, for sure.
Not often used.
You know, the way that I've been using LEDs has always been color. And in my room, it makes sense because blue is like the theme. But the more and more I see it, like, I just want ambient lighting. I don't even care about the color rainbow kind of thing going on, you know?
Yeah.
So you're right. Definitely underrated. So overall, Samuel, he didn't really give us, like, you know, a crazy sob story or anything that insane. He just basically said, hey, I want it, so give it to me.
That's reason enough,
Yeah,
right?
pretty straightforward. So keep that in mind, guys, because at the end of the show, we will all be voting for our top 3. Okay, next setup submitted by Mark. He is 14 years old, and he says he's been watching my channel for a while now, and I inspired him to pimp his own setup, and he would really love for me to give him the monitors since he works at a local restaurant to fund all of his things. It's called a job. And he says that...
Oh, I've heard of those.
Yeah, apparently...
It's been a while since I've had one, but...
Yeah, because I don't know what you're doing right now, but you need to get a job soon, man.
I know, right?
So, working at this local restaurant, he said he has to actually quit soon because he needs to focus on his schoolwork because he's 14. I don't know what country he's from. That may or may not be very illegal, so you should quit. But he can't afford anything, so he wants that monitor. That's basically all he said.
It's a good thing. I worked as a janitor when I was 14, probably also illegally. It was not a good time.
No.
Much preferred my studies.
Did you have to clean up puke? Was that part of the job?
No, just blood, luckily.
Just blood. That's even better then. That's safe and...
It is.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell. It doesn't cause one to vomit.
Yeah.
I just started bleeding, you know. And you see blood and you start bleeding.
Yeah, so taking a look at this setup, this is very unique. First off,
It is.
Those
That
windows,
desk is
especially.
interesting.
Yeah, it's like just a weird, unique setup. So taking a look at this, it is simple. Do you think that it's simple or good enough to deserve an ultra wide?
I think it looks great. I mean, obviously, there's not a lot of stuff there, but you can tell he's worked very hard to manage his cables, and he's done quite a nice job. It even looks like he's tucked part of the extension cable in between the floorboard and the carpet. That's no easy task.
Yeah.
Many a screwdriver required for that. And just jam it in there. And then the rest of it looks really nice. The windows are lovely. I think it's quite deserving. It definitely needs that extra boost, and I think the monitor would do it for him.
Yeah, because I think if he had an ultra wide there, it would go with his whole simplistic sort of theme. Because someone just said, like, this would look great with 3 monitors, and yeah, but
It would.
you know, at the same time, there's not a lot going on in the setup, and I think that's why an ultra wide would just kind of be like the cherry on top, like boom.
True.
So
Can I say something that will probably offend a lot of people?
yeah, I'm going full screen on you for this one. Go. For
Oh,
it.
okay, good thing. Listen to me, fellow PC Master Racer people. I am not a gamer. I did download a Hitman game, and it's fun, and I'm playing it on my Mac, which I know is like apostasy.
Why
Yeah,
would
it's
you
a
say
horrible
that?
thing. I know. I'm playing a game that's 3 years old, and I can barely run it on Ultra HD settings with a $6,000 computer. Anyway, that's aside the point. Macs are incredible value. That's aside the point. The point is that my LG UltraWide is fantastic because there are a lot of people that are enthusiasts in the multi-monitors, and they do look pretty darn dope. But the thing is, you get the lines in there, and then
all the bezels.
I don't know. I've never loved the idea of more than one monitor. I've been a one monitor man my whole life. One trick pony monitor man. And now that I have an ultra wide, it feels like I have multiple monitors.
For sure. For
but
sure.
it's still one, and I like it because there's no lines, there's no bar. It's just very, very, very pleasant.
What about 2 ultra wides? Because
That's pushing it, Matt. Phil. That's pushing.
Damn it. Okay. Well, at least you spoke the truth, and now we know how you feel. So
Yeah. So when yours is all set up, just get ready. I'm gonna mock you.
yeah. Well, anyways, so there we go. That was Mark. If you guys think he deserves it, get ready to dial like this is American Idol. Get ready. At the end of the show, when the line opens up, you call 1-800-444-MARK to vote for him. Okay. Anyways, bad jokes. Over.
One entry per person.
Yeah, 1 entry per person, and data message stuff may apply. Whatever. Anyways.
We will also collect all of your personal information, and cookies will be stored on your computer.
Oh, Windows 10? Is that? No,
Ooh, that's a low blow.
I gotta be careful. So anyways, moving on to the next setup. Now this is funny because his name's Thomas. He's 13 years old, and I actually met him when I was at Vlogger Fair, which was really cool. And if you look in the corner, the
Thomas
far right
is
corner,
handsome, isn't he?
yes, very handsome. And I feel a little creepy because he's 13, so don't take that serious. Anyways, if you look in the corner, you can actually see a we, and the bottom right signature, that is my signature. I signed that.
Oh, that is a we. I was wondering
is.
what that odd looking box was.
Yeah, and there's all those signatures like Jay's 2 cents and Keaton
That poor,
and all
that poor defaced we.
Yeah.
The value dropped even lower from $40 to $26. Just kidding.
Hey man, I signed it. It went up.
No, it looks great.
Yeah, so I think
like
that's
it.
cool to put there.
Yeah.
But what he said was, I have these 2 square monitors because he got them for free from his school, and he doesn't have enough money to buy legitimate monitors. He can only buy fake monitors. And he spent all of his money on his desktop, which we can see there on the bottom. Maybe not the best place, but you know, you do you. And he said it doesn't look like much, but it has 8 gigs of RAM and a GeForce 950, so that's cool. So apparently he spent all his own money on that, so that's cool. But taking a look at this, I mean, this just kills me on the inside. I can never. Can you imagine, like, as a
Using a 4x3 monitor?
Yeah, like a cruel joke. Someone took your ultra wide and made you work one whole day with those 2 monitors.
I would not work. I would get nothing done.
Like, how?
I'd rather edit a video on my iPad before I do that.
Yeah, and honestly,
No,
look at like,
not.
well, I don't know. People do it.
That
They like
big.
it.
What's the resolution? What do you think?
Probably
Something. It's 4x3. It looks like 860 by 480. I don't know.
whatever
Bad.
it is. The
Bad.
icons are like gonna fill up the whole screen, and he doesn't even have that many icons. So I don't know. I feel bad for this, and that's why I included it, because if you guys really do think he deserves it, you can give it to him. You know, so
It's in your hands.
it is in your hands, and I'm trying to be a
He
nice.
might
human
even
being.
give you his signed Wii in exchange for it.
Well, I don't know. It has my signature on it. He may not want to give it up.
Oh,
So
that's true.
I
It's
don't
worth a
blame him.
lot. Yeah. That's-
But yeah, so that's a pretty simple setup. But let's go to the next one. Next one submitted by Gail, I would believe. Gail.
Gail.
Gail. Sure, let's go with that. Because that probably, with my luck, that's probably the right way to say it. So
Probably.
let's see. He's 15. He's from Slovenia. He thinks he should win the giveaway because he has great cable management and nice LED lights, but he comes in short when it comes to monitors and accessories. So he was straight up. He's like, listen, I don't have a sob story. I just have nice cable management and nice LEDs, and I'm just lacking in the rest. So what do you think?
That he is. Yeah.
Do you think he
The
deserves
cables
this?
are well managed. That those here's the thing about those little wall sticky white bar things. They look weird.
Yeah.
But okay. LEDs look nice. They're colored, which is
They are.
good. Yes. And I actually like the desk. It's small. Like, it doesn't have a lot of room on it, but it looks nice.
Yeah. And
Very simplistic.
that's weird. It's like that's a very narrow cabinet on the bottom right.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Well,
like
what
it's
to
like a
put in
mind
there?
trick. Yeah, I don't know. And let's
You
see,
could
what
put
does
your
this
you
say?
could put your PC case in there, and then after 20 minutes, it would self melt.
yeah,
because of lack of
probably
ventilation.
if you could actually fit it in there.
True.
That's what she said. Anyway, oh man, taking a look at this though, I don't know what all these things are on the wall.
Karate trophies.
Karate trophies.
Yep. On the right, he has his diploma. It looks like.
Diplomo, yes, definitely. I don't know what this says though, because it's a different language.
It says, hold on, let's read it. That means white belt in karate.
Oh, okay. Good thing you could translate for us. I don't know what I would do without that. But yeah, this is interesting. It's very simple. I don't know. If you guys think he deserves it, keep that in mind until we get to the end of the show. But now let's just go on to the next setup. This one, now here's the thing. Your first look at this, you're going to be like, hey, man, he doesn't deserve it. He's got money. But then you actually look at it, you're like, no, it's just a very nice contrast with a cool, Justin Maller wallpaper, a nice hung up poster canvas thing, and a couple of little, he doesn't even have LEDs inside of his PC. I mean, that's
you know about this guy, Matt Philly?
What?
You can tell Matt Philly that this man is made of money. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say that's what the comments are saying right now. But really, would you agree with me? Looking at it, it's really nothing.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah, because he's got a Samsung display, a PC, LEDs, and that's really the extent of what he actually owns. So,
and an ultra-wide would look good here because of the corner desk.
Oh yeah,
I too have a corner desk, and my ultra-wide's perfect.
Yeah,
and sometimes the corners they would not be very good for 3 monitors. Like I don't think I could even pull it off if I wanted to, which I don't. But yeah,
well, I think this works for him too because since the monitor curves, it curves with the actual desk. Like that main part that he sits at. So it's like kind of a cool little mind trick. So let's see. Connor said, hey, Matt, Lord of Signum. I like that. That's very cool. He says, I think an ultra-wide would look super duper sweet in my setup, especially as it would complement my desk. Wow, go figure. He said the monitor he has at the moment is a 3-year-old 21.5-inch 1080p Samsung TV. And it's a
TV.
Yeah. And he said it started making a weird buzzing noise. So he said like every other 14-year-old, he bought it himself, and money is a bit of an issue at the moment because, as you can imagine, you're paying all the bills, you got all these things going on, so money is always going to be tight. But he just says, thank you for the opportunity. He's pretty straight up. He's like, look, this is what I got. The monitor's buzzing. Is it actually buzzing? That's up to you guys to decide. Is he giving us a load of bull?
Is he bluffing?
Yeah. I don't know, guys. Let's see. Let's use our
Rising Miles did
skills.
point out that he appears to have a PlayStation 4 of some variant behind the monitor. Or if not, a very interesting looking black box.
It's definitely a PS4. I could see the letters at the bottom.
Whoa. Talk about serious zoom.
Is he trying to hide the fact that he has a PS4?
He's trying to hide his wealth.
Guys, what do you think? You have to crack the code in the comments below. People are going to start taking this way too serious. Anyways, let's just go on to the next one. Next setup is submitted by Ethan. Ethan says, by the way, Ethan is 13. He does live streams and uploads to YouTube as a hobby, and having the monitor would help with his productivity while he edits videos and does his live streams. And he also goes to school where they actually give him assignments like PowerPoint. And because of that, he said if he had this monitor, he would be excited to do schoolwork. I don't know, guys. I'm not buying it.
That's a lie.
Yeah. I don't
you
know,
might
guys.
think that, but no.
Yeah, that's how I am with everything. I try to justify my purchases by saying, this is going to help me with school. No, not at all. It's just because I want it. So, yeah. But taking a look at this, what do you think about the whole overall look and the accessories and everything? Do you think he deserves this?
I like his blue snowball he's got.
Yeah.
Then he's got some little Logitech speakers of some variant. The modem is also on his desk, which I find a little odd, but okay. And giant mouse pad for gaming, so you can tell he's gaming off that laptop. Maybe seems kind of weird, but
Final thoughts is Okay. Yeah, it's definitely I don't know. It's nice. I think it's actually really nice. He's even got a nice, pretty nice Razer keyboard.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he hiding the fact that he's actually got mad stacks of cash in those drawers?
Yeah, what you can't see is that he already has 3 ultra-wides that he pulled out of the picture in order to get a 4th.
Yeah, guys, you got to be careful. There's people like that out in this world.
There are.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go to the next setup. Next setup is submitted by Pim. Or
Prim?
No, it's literally Pim.
Oh, Pim.
Pimp Master. I don't know. Is he a pimp and he's just hiding the fact, cutting off the last letter? We don't know.
I think
so this is another one of those setups where this is probably the nicest that I've put so far.
I love the desk.
Oh yeah, I love that.
It's a freaking nice desk.
And I love the Gibson on the side that just like right there. It just complements it so nice.
Marshall amp. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really nice. I like that shade of green. It kind of.
I do. It matches the foliage. I like the foliage.
Yep.
Is it living or fake? It appears to be real.
You think so?
Don't know.
It looks a little too
well groomed.
I was gonna say the opposite.
Oh, unwell groomed.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Do you often groom your live plants?
See, I don't want to talk about plants because there's probably a plant expert in the chat that's ready to just light me up.
All right, botanist, come out wherever you are.
I would love to be a botanist. That is one of the best things ever. But okay, let's be honest here. This whole setup looks dope, but when you really like think about it, it's a laptop with the case is actually insanely awesome looking.
It's cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. But it's up to you guys. Do you think that he should replace that small LG display with something nice?
It seems suspicious. Look over there. He's got that nice Pioneer amp.
Yeah.
He's got some Bose speakers. I feel like we're looking at a man of money.
Well,
for that small, wimpy, undercompensated monitor.
Well, let me read what he had to say. Maybe you can use your detective skills to figure it out. He said, I could really use the UltraWide monitor because I do web development, but it's really annoying to have to tab out of the editor and into the browser to see my website. The UltraWide would make it so I could have both tabs open next to each other. Also, my current monitor is TN, so the IPS would make for a great improvement in colors on his websites. And also in his free time, he would love to game more, so the 21:9 aspect ratio would be great for that. What do you think? Do you buy it or no?
He just said he's a web developer.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like trying to test out your modern website on a 720p screen.
Something about this
smells fishy.
Maybe it's the plant, or it's what he just wrote.
Oh, it could be the plant. Maybe it's a stinky plant.
Yeah, maybe the botanist in the chat can help us out with that.
But the awesome WWE fan made a good point. If he gets an ultrawide, he'll have to relocate those plants.
Maybe he shouldn't win then because I like the plants.
Yeah. Me too.
Guys, don't vote for him. Actually, don't listen to me because now people are not going to vote for him and I'm going to feel bad. But anyways, it's a dope setup. So props. But anyways, next setup submitted by Caleb. Caleb says he created the setup for gaming and schoolwork, and he feels that the monitor would tie his setup together very nicely. And in parentheses, he said, I measured, smiley face. And then he said...
That's what she said.
Yeah, okay. See, we're going back and forth with these jokes. And then I thought this was the best part. He said, I could do a whole sob story, but I know all of that gets annoying. So if you think I deserve the monitor, you can put me on the show. Wow. That hit me hard. I actually shed a tear because I was like, wow. He doesn't want to sell me bull. He just says, I want the monitor straight up.
Yeah.
So
I like his case. It looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
display,
a
though.
Corsair case? Looks like it.
Yes, it is.
Aren't those expensive?
Man, I don't know.
Purely speculative here.
Let's just ask the chat, guys.
Hey, look at his headphones. He's got a pair of Super Lux 448D, I think is what they're called. Those are some sick headphones, by the way. They're like $30 on Amazon, maybe 40. Oh, great headphones.
I thought you were gonna, because I know you're like all into the sound. I thought you were gonna be like, those are really expensive.
No, for like under $500 or for excuse me, for under $100, those are great headphones.
Okay.
If you ever wanted to own a pair of headphones under $100, those are good ones.
Oh, people just said that the case is actually one of the cheap ones. It's $50. See, you tried to sell them out there. Didn't work.
Just goes to show what I know.
Yeah, I don't know. That American flag looks pretty high quality. No, just kidding.
$50 case? Where did I bought a dumb little fracture case for my little home theater PC I built, and it was like $100.
You mean fractal?
Yeah, that.
I was like,
that's what I said, Matt. Philly.
Is it the Node? Did you get like the Node?
It's the little tiny, what do they call them? ITX mini cases.
So I don't know. Someone will tell us in the chat.
It's a little baby case, and it's very cute, and I like it. But it was expensive. It was like $180 for a tiny little man baby computer.
Fractal cases though are very nice.
They are. Nice, I like it.
Fractal Josh, shout out. Anyways, so this is a very basic setup. So if you guys think that this is deserving, He measured it. It's going to work, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, he did that part for us. But if you think he's deserving,
always good to self-measure.
Yeah. What do they say about the finger? No, just kidding. Anyways, okay, let's go to the next setup. Next setup is submitted by Hannah, which, yes, is a female. I am not sexist. I let a female on the show. No, I'm just kidding. There's just not a lot of them in the audience.
That's true.
Yeah, but look at that. Promo
Wang
code
Janklers
swashin.
out here.
Huh?
What? Huh?
What?
Okay.
What you said? Yeah, I didn't hear what you said. This setup, though, is awesome because there is a signum there. So let me quickly read what she said. Hannah is 18. She said, my current monitor is 720p and it's a 26-inch TV.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, that hurts. She's a photographer and a soon-to-be YouTuber, so it's quite hard to edit stuff with such a low-quality monitor. Her setup is simple and clean because that's the way she loves it. And yes, there is a 0% off with code swashin IKEA Signum under the table. Hashtag flamingos for life. So, damn it, I shouldn't have read that part because now I'm like, flamingos for
Now
life.
you're biased.
Yeah, she deserves it. What do you think, though? Such a small, like, little corner. Do you think she made it work?
If she gets that ultra wide, she's got to push that armoire or whatever that is over a foot or two. Mm-hmm. And you're going to have a monitor that's longer than your desk. No, probably not. It's going to be borderline.
It's going to be big. Definitely big. Because that's a 26-inch, and that's not even ultra wide.
Yeah.
So.
Plus, also, one thing to note, she's got the PC case down on the floor that's underneath the desk. That ain't going to fly because you're going to have the ultra wide monitor centered on your desk, which means the case is going to have to be on the outside of those legs. But anyway, she can find a way to make it work, I'm sure.
I would definitely find a way to make it work if I got a free ultra wide.
Yeah, me too.
I'd be like, Mom, this armoire, and just pull it down off to a wall. Everything like smashes into a million pieces. Oh man.
Or she could just chisel out a hole in the sheetrock there.
Yeah.
Put the end of the monitor through there, you know?
Definitely worth it.
Ooh, it might be a problem for vision though.
Just get rid of the desk. Just sit really close to the wall.
That's actually not a bad idea. Since the ultra-wide monitors have the ability they're just a universal mount arm. I always forget what that's called. She can mount it onto the wall right there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Because the desk looks pretty shallow. Like, it doesn't look very...
Yeah. I think it's just an IKEA tabletop, like the smallest one that they sell. So
yeah, it's pretty it's pretty small.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, it's a very simple setup, but I like that it has that little green theme. It just doesn't work with, obviously, the rest of the room, but more power to you. Wait. Oh,
yeah, she's a girl, though, so she's probably going to win.
Yeah.
And she should. Women are a minority in this culture that we live in.
It is true. It is very true. And she's got a DS and a little cacti.
I love my 3DS. It's such
I want to get back into playing Animal Crossing, but that's besides the point.
Oh yeah, I was gonna buy that and then I didn't. But
dude, I played it back on GameCube, and then when they came out the latest one,
the new LYFE Crossings Road something Leafs. I don't know what it's called, but
it's got the one after that.
Oh, the one that came out like this week.
This week? What? There's a new one?
I don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure there's a new one right around the corner. Anyway,
I still haven't even gotten that far into the other one.
It's gotten crazy good reviews, and I thought, well, maybe I should buy it, and then I didn't.
Well, I can tell you firsthand that Animal Crossing is amazing, but regardless of the fact,
that's all I need to know.
Well, now you know, so you're good.
Matt Philly approved. Boom, stamp.
Yeah, don't put the stamp though, because I have to get paid for that first, so we got to figure that out.
You got to buy yourself a stamp.
Yeah, well, that and Nintendo has to figure out,
Oh yeah,
but then again, they don't like people getting money.
Yeah.
So
no, Nintendo doesn't like people at all, basically. So.
Yeah. So, anyways, next setup is submitted by Austin. Austin is 28, and he said the following: I built my PC about 8 years ago, and he's not been able to keep up with it. As really every year the components are completely different. That's how this world works. Between college and moving 7 times in the last 4 years, life has strained him financially, never leaving him with any money for upgrades. And he actually works from home. He has a small vlogging channel on YouTube, so there's no question that this monitor would be put to a good use and make a huge upgrade to his setup. The 2 monitors he has now are noisy, washed out, and strain his eyes terribly. Please help a fellow YouTuber and fallen gamer out. So, what do you think?
8 years old?
28.
No. No, I mean, I know he's 28, but his computer is 8 years old.
Did my audio go out?
Test.
My audio is fine. You hear me, right?
I hear you.
And my audio waves are coming into Wirecast.
Refresh, people. When in doubt, always refresh and or reboot.
Normally, like, it is my fault, but my audio waves are coming through.
Matt, I think it's broken. You just started looking significantly less handsome. Should I refresh or?
Wait, is it really the quality's dropping?
No.
Oh.
It's fine.
Oh.
It's fine, everyone says in the chat. It's
now,
all good.
Now people are saying it's good, but it didn't cut out at all.
No.
I don't know. I don't know why that happens. Yeah. People are assholes. Anyways.
Actually, that reminds me of a wallpaper that's coming up here in a minute.
Oh, yep. And it's funny. I'll tell you the origin of why that's there. But
okay.
anyways, let's see. So what were you saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, the computer is 8 years old.
Old computer.
Yes.
What's he running in there? A Pentium processor?
Probably. Yeah. But yeah, I thought you said that he was 8 years old, and I'm like,
oh no, that would be impressive setup for an 8-year-old.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I'm like, he built the PC 8 years ago, so he like coming out of the womb, like putting thermal paste on, and he's like figuring things out. Oh man. Okay.
Genius boy.
Yeah. Anyways, what do you actually think though? Do you think that this is
apply
deserving?
thermal paste after the womb? Just
after
FYI.
definitely. You don't want to get. You
don't want to leave
fingers.
lead traces in there. Yep. Anyway, okay. So what are we? Oh yeah, he's got the Blue Yeti. It looks like those are JBL speakers. If my eyes serve, nope, Logitech.
Nice try.
And it's close, basically the same thing.
Yeah.
He's going Ethernet into his computer. Good on him. That's always crucial. He's got a wallpaper that has ships on it, and yeah.
Do you think
What
he's
more to
deserving
say?
though? I mean, you look at the peripherals. Obviously, it doesn't look like he's got. I mean,
he is. I hate to be ageist. But he is 28, and at 28, you should have the resources to. Living on your own is hard. I will admit.
He said that he moved. What did he say? 7 times in the last 4 years.
Yeah, stop moving, bro, and you'll save yourself a bunch of money. There you go.
Oh man. I mean, I can't. Yeah. So, anything else you want to say about this?
It would look very nice, though.
Oh yeah, it would.
The paint
suck
color
those...
and it looks like a nice desk.
Yeah,
I like that.
It looks nice. It looks clean. It would work good. So let's go to the next setup. Yeah. Next setup is submitted by Alexandre.
Alexandre.
You're just okay. Never mind. He's 24 years old, and he says he thinks that he deserves the monitor because he simply doesn't have one. He's using an old 19-inch LCD TV, and he also does graphic design work. And having a monitor would be very helpful because he can't even see the colors with this LCD.
That's not even like a name brand. Electronica.
Yeah, I'd never even heard of that.
Nope.
That's why it was probably really cheap. But
probably.
You know what kills me? How are you a graphic designer?
Yeah.
I don't buy it. And I
just like the girl that said she's a photographer. Yeah. Not being able to see colors, that's a real
here's the other thing
darn
that
shame.
Drives me crazy with this setup. And I want people to know the person who won the first ever.
Let me guess. I know what your problem with it is. There's a banana in there.
Is there a banana? I like banana.
Top right hand corner, on top of the record player.
I'm okay with the banana there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bananas, they're healthy. They got a lot of potassium.
That they do.
He just needs it there in case, you know. But anyways, here's the fun fact. There is a possibility that these are fake. So if someone actually wins, and I did this with the person that won the first week, they have to send me photos with, it says Pimp My Setup, and they have to show me that it's current, it's real. So to me, a few things scream out fake, and I think the first is the iPhone. I know people still use the iPhone 4.
Yeah, that looks like an iPod, like a first generation iPod Touch.
True. So
bad, yes.
That to me just screams fake. Really just the furniture and the little rug, everything kind of just screams a little bit fake.
It's a little chintzy, you know?
Yeah. So again, guys.
And he's got that nice Cooler Master case, and it looks like he's got pretty halfway decent audio setup, and he's got the Sennheiser headphones. They're cheap, but they're good little stuff.
Yeah.
He's got the Microsoft keyboard. Those are only for the richest, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is very true. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are saying fake. So again, guys, if this is fake, first off, don't vote for him. Second off, if he does somehow win, I will confirm it because it definitely looks a little fake, but I thought it was funny to throw in.
And if it is fake, we will cut off his legs.
Yes, we will find him and we will cut off his legs with a banana. Anyways, all right, let's go to the next setup. Next setup is submitted by Michael. Now, Michael is 30 years old and he has a disability. He is autistic and that prevents him from working. So he can actually never, and he said this, he can never afford an ultra-wide without going into an unpayable debt. So because of that, if you guys think he deserves a monitor, here's his current setup. What are your thoughts on it?
He's got the Wii U. Love the Wii U.
Oh, wow. I totally did not realize that was there in the beginning.
Can I tell you something about the Wii U?
Sure. Just tell me.
I love my Wii U.
You do?
Yeah. So I own a PlayStation 4 and I own a Mac that I play games on. Anyway.
Stop there.
I was not expecting to enjoy the Wii U as much as I do. And I bought it because I bought a 3DS a couple months ago and I freaking love it. Mm-hmm. And I've never been a big Nintendo person because the whole anime game kind of thing doesn't really scream out to me, you know? Mm. And that's mostly what Nintendo games are. But I've played a lot and they are really freaking fun.
I want to get a Wii U.
It's worth it. You should get one. I love it.
But I think it's too late now. It's like I should just wait.
Yeah, maybe, but yeah, probably.
How long has the Wii U been out? It's been a long time.
Since a year before the PlayStation 4 or so. Really? 3 years almost.
Like 2012 probably?
Yeah. It came out after I left, so it would have been late 2012, early 2013, I'm assuming.
Okay, so it actually hasn't been that long, but it feels like it's been forever.
Yeah.
So they might not update that for a while.
You should buy one. I bought one off Craigslist, cheap. It was like $180 with 2 games. Yeah, do that.
That's a good idea. Well, anyways, taking a look at his setup, UltraWide would obviously work perfectly here. He's got a lot of different things that he would plug into it. My only thing is like there's a lot of things that kind of take up valuable real estate on your desk.
Yes.
But
everyone's pointing out that he's a brony, which he is.
Yeah.
Also, another thing of the internet I don't understand. It looks like the monitor he's got is actually not bad.
Yeah, his secondary display is...
Yeah, that's a piece.
Yeah, he's covering the logo section. Great. Car alarm, because that's fun. Hopefully that goes off. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we can't see the actual logo of the main display, so I have no idea what it is. But it doesn't look bad. It looks pretty up to date. So it's up to you guys. Like I said,
it is.
The chat has a thing or two to say about this, so it's up to you guys. If you think it's good, then do it. But now let's get through the rest of the setups. We got Jared. Jared's 14. He thinks he deserves the UltraWide because, as you can clearly see, he's using a tiny 19-inch TV as a monitor, and it's only 720p.
Made by Dynex, for the record.
Yeah, which they don't do that anymore.
No.
So
I don't even... Do they even exist?
Yes. Because it's Best Buy.
They suck.
Yes. I've worked for Best Buy back in, a couple months ago. I would agree.
Yeah.
And let's see, what else did he say? He also thinks he deserves to win it because he is in the current state of building a PC, and he wants that beast PC to work amazingly with an UltraWide. So, and this is what you were talking about before, the quote, even if you have a valid argument, none of it matters if you act like an asshole. That's actually on Setup Addicts. If you guys aren't a part of it, that's my Facebook group and forum. Join it. That's the main thing that's pinned.
I'm actually on the Facebook group.
You are?
Yeah, I am.
I didn't know that.
Oh, thanks for including me.
Well, I didn't know that you were there. Like, I don't know.
It's because my human name is on there and not my Snazzy Labs brand name. So it's funny because people don't recognize me either. I make snarky comments and they'll be like, "You're a dick."
Yeah,
like,
I remember now. I've seen you around. Yeah. If you guys aren't a part of it, you really should join. It's fun. It's gotten over 5,000 members, so it is a little crazy now, but it's still cool. And I love that quote, and I know that Jared's on there. He's been around in the community for a while, so it is a good quote, and I like that it's there. And that's one of my life things. But regardless, what do you think about the setup? Because obviously you're probably like screaming for some tech flex, a little bit of love in that department. So what do you think?
All I know is that Alberto Delgado in the chat is giving him crap, telling him to get a job.
Ooh, well, he's 14, so he is 14. You take that how you want.
Get a job. Just kidding. Yeah, he needs some tech flex, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing that it appears to me that he has one of those desks that has a fair bit amount of room where you can hide stuff. you know?
Yeah, those
like maybe
thick
even
legs.
without a signum. So like there's no reason for those to be hanging. You can tell he kind of zip tied them, it looks like, to try and.
But what's the purpose, you know,
I don't
at that
know.
point?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know. And someone said, Matt, get setups that can actually handle an ultra wide. Well, he just said he's in the midst of building a beast PC. So
Oh, no budget.
no budget. So he's putting all of it towards the PC. Okay, well, that's pretty simple. Let's go to the next one. This one's crazy, and I know people are going to be like, why did you include this? Well, most of the setups that I've included today have been super, super, super simplistic and have really nothing going on. Personality, things displayed, blah, blah, blah. So, and look, there's my beautiful face on the screen, so you know it's not fake. I know everyone's worried about that. But this is like, it can be overwhelming for a lot of people. There are a lot of things going on here. But
A lot.
yeah, he has 2 displays that you could tell
One's
he would
vertical with
One-
a video playing
yes.
on it, which is a little.
very interesting. But you could tell that he would put this to good use. And really all he said was he wrote like a whole thing, but I just condensed it down to he'll never be able to afford it himself. So this is Bivic. I believe that's how you say his name. What do you think about the setup? Because I know you probably have a lot to say.
Why is there a graphics card on the desk, not inside the computer?
Probably because it's older and he's like just displaying it. People
He
do
does
that.
have 3 computers, which is interesting.
Yeah. It definitely is interesting.
Maybe, one's a desktop, one's a laptop, and one is from school, maybe. Who knows?
True. He is 15.
Bivic does sound like a non-American name. And
Yeah.
in every other country besides ours, they're way cooler and they like get all sorts of free stuff for school. Freaking jerks.
Yep.
Here they're like, here, have this 40-year-old textbook that smells like urine. And then in Denmark, they're like, oh, we only got a MacBook Air. Shut up.
Smells like urine. I don't know what kind of school you went to. I never had that experience. Anyways, let's go to the final setup. This is the final one, guys. Keep that in mind. And there are 2 photos. There's this photo and then the far away photo. So this one, very simplistic, not a lot going on, but
It's fresh, though. I like it.
yeah, it is clean. So, all right, this is what he had to say. I am from Iceland. His name, by the way, is Arnor? Arnor? I don't know. He's 15 from Iceland. Yeah,
You are
and
fire.
and just for everyone wondering, he did say, I do not live in an igloo, just to be clear.
Wow. I was going to say, that's a very nice looking igloo.
Yeah.
Didn't know you could sheetrock an igloo. There you go.
Wow, very, very nice. He said he plays competitive gaming, so the monitor would really help him get fully immersed and stay focused and give him slight advantage over the enemy team. He spent all his money on his dope-ass computer, as he said, and he has no money for another monitor. And that's pretty much it. Also, choose the person that deserves it. This is him talking, so he's playing the nice, hero card that, just choose the person who really deserves it, man,
Yeah.
And then he also said, I'm one of the funniest guys on YouTube, so thank you for that. And
I thought you were saying that he himself thought himself to be the funniest.
No.
I was like, wow, that's a
not
a
the
cocky
hero
son
card.
of a gun.
Yeah, that's the cocky card, not the hero card. And the last thing he said is the paintings on the wall he did when he was in 3rd grade. And I was like, oh, that's cute. And I looked at it, I'm like, bro,
Freaking A, yeah.
that's like really that's like Picasso style. Well, not Picasso, but
But yeah,
they don't look bad. I think they're pretty
no,
interesting.
not at all.
So, what do you think about the setup overall?
I'm actually surprised how positive the chat is being. They're very nice. And I agree because I think this one, although it's not there yet, it has the most potential to make advantage of an LG UltraWide monitor.
Yeah.
And I can't tell the computer that he spent lots of money on, but you can tell, ooh, look at that. You can tell in the second photo that it's hanging. It's not even touching the floor. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
He must be. I've heard that in Iceland they have the ability to levitate stuff.
Magicians, yeah. They're pretty good at
Yes.
that stuff.
Eskimo magicians. But yeah, no, it looks great. I mean, I think this would be a very fitting place for a monitor.
But here's the problem. So, if you zoom in, you look at what kind of monitor it is. It's a BenQ.
Yeah.
So those are pretty damn good. So keep that in mind, guys. If you think that he already has a pretty dope ass display, then don't give it to him. But just keep that in mind. I want to make this equal for everyone. So Yeah. Someone said, I bet the kid's ugly. What would possess you to come up with that? Like wow. Look at
Just
that
because
painting.
he's Icelandic. Come on,
True.
man.
That is true.
Icelandic women, I've heard, are beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, the one that's famous, not Bjork. Isn't she from Iceland? Oh. She's not.
No idea.
I don't know.
I'm
Anyway.
gonna Google it though after this show. But there, yeah, boom, yay, everyone's happy. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. But people watching the later uploaded version, it will be at the snap of a finger. We are gonna get the top 3 people to win an ultrawide. So here we go.
Bjork is Icelandic, for the record.
Oh, okay. So now we know. Cool. All
Yeah.
right. Bear back. All right, guys. A couple of minutes has elapsed, and you're looking really happy right now. Are you happy?
Oh, I'm so happy for our winners.
Yeah. So top 3, Aror, Hannah, and Connor. They are the top 3. So if you're watching this and you weren't here live, don't worry. You guys will be voting between the final 3. That person, let's see, what's today? Saturday. Let's go Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Voting will end, and if you want to vote, there's going to be a link down below. I'm doing it differently this time since last time it was abused, but you guys just have to go there. You fill out your vote. It's a one-time thing. If it gets abused in any way, trust me, I will find out. I have my ways because I'm Matt Philly and you're not. But anyways, so I do have the top 3 people. You can vote. I'm going to put the Imgur link down below if you want to check out their setup a little more in depth. You want to do some, some security look and I don't know what I'm saying, stuff, look further into it, see if they really deserve it, right?
Exactly.
Is that English? I'm good.
Yeah, I understood it.
Good, because
I don't know if our Icelandic people will be able to understand. Just kidding. I love you. You're going to...
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All 1% of those viewers on your channel are gone now. They're like, screw it, I'm going to my igloo. It's done. Yeah. But anyways, that is the top 3. Like I said, and I'll show them on screen one more time. We got Aror. He came in first place, 48 votes, 30% of the votes. Then we have Hannah, which if I can find her, Hannah right here. She came in second. Is it because she's a female? We don't know. 23 votes, 14%. And then after that, we got Connor, and Connor's right here. 15 votes, 9% total, 160 votes. Very fun. So it's up to you guys to make it work. So
that it is. It's in your hands.
Yeah, don't mess up. Don't let the wrong person get it. Yeah. So overall, this was fun. Thanks for coming on, man.
Absolutely. I love being here with you, the legendary Matt Philly, man of the Signum. With your lovely 97% audience male.
Yes.
Human words put together.
Words. I like words.
Sentences.
Sentences. And then period. Right?
Usually those are at the end, yeah.
Oh, well.
Most typically.
You could put an exclamation point. It's like,
unless it's a trailing list that has been preceded by a colon.
That is true. I didn't really know what you use a colon for, but now I know. Are you talking about a semicolon or just
colons are good in all senses. Everyone needs to use colons and half colons.
I have a colon.
I do as well, and I use it daily, all day. In fact,
we're learning a lot here.
I use my colon more than my LG UltraWide.
I mean, you do, but this is the LG special, so we're gonna reverse that. You don't use your colon as much as you use your UltraWide.
What good is a colon? Get an LG UltraWide.
Sell your colon. Get an UltraWide. Coming soon. Anyways, this was a lot of fun, and right now people are actually drawing pictures. I see them on my Twitter. So if you guys want to draw a picture of Quinn and his mustache and tweet it to him as like a little treat for being on the show, do it. We've got to have some emphasis on the mustache, and it's got to be done in paint. So go send it to him. People want to know his Twitter at SnazzyQ. Right? Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got to be careful. You got snazzy iPhone guy, right? Because that's your new thing.
I know, right?
Anyways, all right, guys. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup LG Special number 2. Submissions are now open. You can submit again. Do it right now. Why not? Yeah, that's a cute little wave. Submit right now to get on the next episode, and make sure you enter the other giveaway, and stay tuned to Pimp My Setup to know when the next episode is. There you go. Okay, awesome. Thanks for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup. Catch you on the flippity flop.
See y'all later.